Good morning, John. You and I grew up going to Racks. It was for the days when we'd been good, when Wendy's wasn't good enough, when it was time to split a cookie so soft and gooey that you could push it back together and it would stay that way. Racks was a roast beef place, like Arby's, except that it was constantly undergoing identity crises and it had no idea what it wanted to be. Mostly in their advertising, they just wanted to make the case that they somehow weren't like the other major fast food chains. Here's one of the most successful attempts to do that, implying people are oppressed because they can only get one kind of chicken sandwich. At Racks, you can get an eeny, meeny, and a miny.
Eeny, meeny, and miny. Where's Mo?
There ain't no Mo.
Oh, they tried so hard to make that work. Many of their ads tried excluding demographics to make it more appealing to their core audience, except that they always then pushed back against it. Here's a good example. Racks, it's good for adults and also kids, but only kids who act like they're adults. There are lots of bad Racks ads. There's one where a phone eats a sandwich, which features Yoga Jones from Orange is the New Black. This one with the giant chicken foot. And then there's one where a woman wants a pita pocket with a meatball in it and she explodes. Ads were bad in the 80s and 90s, and these are all your normal bad ad fare. But as Racks continued to lose focus and market share with an all-you-can-eat pasta bar, upgraded interiors, getting into pizza for some reason, they went all in on the worst idea ever. Mr. Delicious.
Hello, I'm Mr. Delicious, the new spokesman for Racks Restaurants. My job? To encourage you to enjoy tasty, affordable meals in a more mature dining environment.
He's like a low-energy Rodney Dangerfield. He is a sad man.
And that vacation he took to Bora Bora with those two young friends, well, that left Mr. Delicious feeling empty and unfulfilled.
No, you need to explain.
Mr. Delicious just had some rather delicate surgery. If there's no change, he doesn't have to squirm so much to put it back in his pocket.
Did we just hear about Mr. Delicious's vasectomy?
Because his analyst charges a lot to keep Mr. D's hostility all locked up.
Wait, what?
And Mr. Delicious always carries this briefcase.
Mr. D, what's in the briefcase? And all of this is paired with the worst or possibly best tagline in all of fast food history.
Racks, you can eat here.
I think there's an element of parody here. Like, you can eat here is definitely a parody of a tagline. Mr. Delicious is a parody of what a spokesperson is. He's not fun, he's not happy, he's not engaging. But they're also trying to do a thing. They're trying to identify with a core audience, but who is that audience? It's fast food for grown-ups, misogynist, unfunny, alcoholic, sad grown-ups who gamble too much and go to psychotherapy? Now, the wonderful thing here is we have a lot of insight into Mr. Delicious because the ad agency and the management of Racks worked together to create a mini documentary about how successful Mr. Delicious was.
Mr. Delicious speaks honestly to the kinds of problems and issues that we all face.
I mean, does he? I don't feel like he does. Who is the target market for this 15-minute mini doc? One assumes it was the Racks franchisees who were, I'm sure, livid that the company was being mismanaged so dramatically.
Yeah, I go to the can during the commercials, but now that Mr. D's on, I'll just hold it.
Mr. Delicious reminds me of my dad.
It's somewhat telling that the 15-minute-long pro-Mr. Delicious propaganda documentary they put together included this line.
Mr. Delicious is obnoxious.
Oh my God, Racks filed for bankruptcy less than a year after the launch of Mr. Delicious, making the confidence of this statement
is absolutely going to go down as one of the classic characters in advertising history.
Seem just a little off the mark. Now, Racks had a ton of problems, and Mr. Delicious didn't cause all of them. It was a cutthroat time in the fast food industry, but whatever gamble these people decided they had to make, it went even worse than Mr. D's trip to Reno. John, I'll see you tomorrow.
Looks like moving day, doesn't it? Actually, this family is just getting ready for a weekend trip. But where on earth do you suppose they'll pack all that luggage? Ah, here's the answer. A new Chevrolet family-engineered station wagon. This beautiful Bel Air 4-door, 6-passenger model is just one of Chevy's 6 family-engineered station wagons for 1957. Wagons designed with the whole family in mind. Just look at the room for luggage, even with all the seats in use. With the back seat folded down, there's even more room, with a special family convenience for long trips or even the drive-in. Chevrolet's family-engineered station wagons are equally at home on the boulevard or in the backwoods. As a family cargo carrier, they laugh at loads up to half a ton. And when the job is done, they clean up in a jiffy. For 57, Chevrolet offers 6 big family-engineered station wagons, ranging from this thrifty 150 Handyman to this luxurious Bel Air Nomad. See and drive your Chevy wagon now at your authorized Chevrolet dealer.
This is the new shape of tough, the 87 big Ford pickup. And to prove its toughness and power, we're going to haul this Chevy up this monster mountain of boulders while towing this Dodge. And this year, a GMC pickup, too. This aerodynamic Ford has the biggest V8 engine and a multi-port fuel-injected 6 standard. And there's more news. Now there's a 6-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty on all 87 Ford-like trucks. The best-built American truck, 7 years running, built Ford Tough.
You've seen Ford do this for years. But now there's a big new Chevy with enough power to not only haul tons of trucks up this mountain, but also tow away the entire mountain. The advanced full-size Chevy. No wonder when it comes to pickups, America's having a change of heart.
The heartbeat of America. That's today's Chevy truck.
What made Chevy Chevette the best-selling small car in America last year?
All the standard features: reclining front seat, AM radio, shift console, white striped tires, fold-down rear seat, and lots of other things.
Is the Chevette's great gas mileage? A big 30 EPA estimated miles per gallon, 42 estimated highway.
Could it be Chevette's low price? It's still one of the lowest priced Ford or hatchback sold in America, foreign or domestic.
And if you take delivery by May 31st, get 12.8% financing.
In every Chevrolet showroom across America, more and more people are looking at the car that's just out and just wonderful. The 1957 Chevrolet. Some are looking at Chevrolet's daring new front-end styling, the bold new grille, big, beautiful sloping hood. Some are looking at Chevy's handsome new rear end with high-fashion fenders and fresh new design. Everyone's enthused about the new color-fashioned interiors and the sleek command post instrument panel. And the biggest news of all, Chevrolet's fuel injection. The greatest engine advance since the overhead valve. Plus, 4 famous drives topped by new exclusive Turbo Glide that brings you triple turbine takeoff and a new flowing kind of going. So visit your Chevrolet dealers soon. See the car that goes them all one better. Number 1 in the USA, the 57 Chevrolet.
Introducing the first Chevy of the 80s.
It's a Chevy like no Chevy you have ever seen. It's a thoroughly contemporary driving machine. Chevy Citation, a whole new kind of Chevy with a full-up front-wheel drive. Big little Chevy with room for up to 5.
The 1980 Chevy Citation, room for 5, front-wheel drive, and an EPA estimate of 24 miles a gallon. It's not only the first Chevy of the 80s, it's a whole new kind of compact car. Over the next few weeks, we're going to demonstrate all kinds of things the Chevy Citation can do.
It's the first Chevy of the 80s. The first Chevy of its kind. It's a new Chevy kind of compact. It's the same car you've had in mind.
Stop by your Chevy dealers now for a Citation demonstration drive.
Chevy Citation.